Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. It's your boy UniqueSkillez back again with another video. And today we're going to get into the best Battlefield 6 controller settings. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, the first tab that you want to get into is the accessibility tab, and you want to go down to your brightness and turn that from 50 to 40. I don't know what they did, but for some odd reason, Battlefield 6 is absolutely bright. And I do mean bright to me. So I took my brightness from 50 to 40 and I'm able to see my enemies a lot better. Okay. We're going to get into the camera effects and we're going to look at the settings within this setting. And you want to make sure that the weapon motion blur and the world motion blur are set to 0. And also the camera shake amount to 20. All right. And make sure that these two are set to off as well. Okay, guys. Now we're going to get into the actual controller settings. We're going to look at my preset and we're going to scroll down. And as you can see, I have it set to alternate. And the reason being is because I want to be able to crouch, prone, and slide cancel with R3. Because if I just had this set to default, I would have to manually get into my button mapping and scroll all the way down into the slide setting and manually make sure that my R3 button is set to the slide mapping. But I don't have to do that because I changed my preset from default to alternate. All right, guys. So we're going to actually get into the controller scheme of things and then get into the controller settings. All right. And as you can see, my aim sensitivity is set to 65. I do play inverted, so that's why that is on. Field of view is set to 117. Uniform infantry aiming is set to on. Zoom sensitivity coefficient is set to 177.8. Infantry aim assist and slowdown is set to 100. And for my infantry aim assist zoom snap is set to 30. Um, for me, 100 is overbearing, man. It's just like, if you have two enemies running towards you, it's like it's trying to aim at them at the same time. So it throws me off. So therefore, that's why I scaled it from 100 to 30. My soldier aim input curve is set to Battlefield 3. If you want that snapback action, you want to set this to Battlefield 3. All right, guys. Soldier zoom aim input curve is set to standard, and then stick input acceleration preset is set to standard. But I raised my aim and left and right acceleration from 50 to 60, guys. Okay. And everything else is basically set to a default setting, but I did change the crouch sliding to all. And the reason being is because, like I said, I want to be able to use R3 for crouch, prone, and slide counseling. Okay. Vertical aim ratio is set to 40. Infantry zoom aim sensitivity is set to 60. And everything else is set to a default setting, guys. Okay. Have you look at that one more time. So therefore you can have your settings or your controller settings set the same. All right. Now, I'm going to get back in here and we're going to scroll all the way down. And basically everything, the ground vehicle, transport vehicle, aircraft, helicopter, all that stuff is set to a default setting, guys. I'm more of a boots on the ground type of guy, so I, very seldom get into any vehicles other than for me to get into like, maybe a Jeep to get to the uh objective faster. But other than that, I'm boots to the ground, guys. But we are going to take a look at the controller tuning. And as you can see, I have the controller vibration off and vibration intensity to 0. Everything else is set to a default setting. For my controller left stick, both dead zones are set to 510, and then the max input threshold is set to 80. Okay. So 5, 10, and 80. And for the right stick, it's set 5, 8, and 100. Okay, guys. And L2 and R2 max input threshold are both set to 5. The gyro functionality or setting within this game, I did disable that. And flick look, I disabled that as well, guys. I'm too damn old to be trying to flick stuff. I want to use my thumbs to aim. So yeah, guys. But that is all of my controller settings. Hopefully this has helped you out. And if it did, make sure that you subscribe and hit that like button. Hey, this is your boy UniqueSkillez, and I'm signing out. Y'all stay peaceful. Peace.